Hey guys! It's Labor Day and I should be doing homework right now instead of filming videos, but it has been a while and there have been a few videos that I've been really wanting to film recently, so I thought I would go ahead and share with you guys a few things. Today I'm going to start with a declutter. I've been wanting to declutter for a while now. I have a bunch of products that are really old that I should just get rid of. I have a bunch of products that I'm not using that I'm going to give away to friends or family. So I thought I would go ahead and share with you guys the things I'm going to get rid of. I did go through and I pre-decluttered stuff, so I'm not going to go through my collection kind of step by step. If you guys are interested in seeing something more like that, I've done those types of videos in the past. I will link a playlist up here if you're interested in those. If you guys want to see some of that in the future, maybe let me know. I do need to do that at some point too and do a more in-depth one. But this is where I'm getting started for today. So I'm going to start with the products I'm throwing away because they're too old, and then I'll move into the things that I'm going to give away. Alright, so starting out, the first things I'm going to throw away are these mostly, let's see, they're the Maybelline color tattoos. These, I have 3 of them that I'm going to get rid of because I don't like the colors and they're getting old and chunky. I know that there's, different tricks and stuff that you can do where you can put it in the microwave and mix it up, but I don't like the colors enough to go to that effort. I don't love this eye base formula anymore. I prefer eye pencils, and that's what I tend to go for most of the time. So I have 3 colors here. The first one that I have is Inked in Pink, which is a pretty pink color that I used to reach for more, but I do have a Makeup Forever one that I like better that's almost the same color, so there's no point in keeping this around. Then I have Vintage Plum. This is like a muted purpley taupe color. This one is super, super dry and I never reach for this, and so it's just not worth it to hang on to. And then I have Barely Branded, which I used actually quite a bit of. I have a fair dip in it, but then I have champagne colors that are similar to this that I could use from an eye pencil format instead, and I'd much rather reach for that because I think they're a lot easier. So I'm going to throw these 3 away just because they're old, I don't use them, and they're not worth keeping around. And then I'm also going to get rid of this matte Rubenesque paint pot. This one's a really pretty color. It's like a peach with a gold shift in it. I used to really like it, but I found that it would crease on my eyelids even if I had an eye primer unless I put something over it. And I like to wear it by itself because it is such a pretty color. I haven't reached for it in a few years. I probably had this for at least 5 years. So I'm going to get rid of this. I don't go for it. Next up, I have 3 lip products that I've had for quite a while that my mom gave me, and I've probably had them for at least 5 years and I just don't reach for them, so I'm going to throw these away because they're too old. These are all the Korres Lip Butter Glazes. So this one's in Raspberry, which is a raspberry color. I have one in Wild Rose, which is a red color that I never would have reached for. Quince or Quince, I don't know which one that one is, but it's like a pinkish red. And then Jasmine, this is the only one that I really reached for. This was a light pink color. I used up about 1/3 of it in a Use It Up project, but that's about all I did with it. So I just don't reach for these. They're not my favorite formula necessarily, and they're way, way too old. I also have this lip palette. This is the Estee Lauder Pure Color Gloss. So it has Pink Innocence, Magnificent Mauve, and Orchid Passion shimmers in it. This I got in a swap like 5 years ago, and I never reach for this type of formula. I don't like the ones where I have to apply it with a lip brush. And so that I'm going to throw away because I've had it for about 5 years. And then I have 3 lipsticks that I'm going to throw away because I've had these for probably 7 years now. I think I got them my first year of teaching, so they're way, way too old. So 2 of these are the Rimmel formula, I think, and these are the Moisture Renew line. So this one is in Berry Rose, which was a really pretty color. It's just not one I tended to reach for anymore. And then Vintage Pink, which is one that I tended to reach for a little bit more. It's like a cool toned purpley mauve color. And then I also have one of the L'Oreal Color Riche lipsticks in Spicy Mauve, which is actually a color that I would go for all the time. This is just like a neutral pink mauve that is an everyday color. I liked all of those, and I kept them around for a really long time because I did like them. But at this point, they're just way too old, and I need to get rid of them. So those are going to go, all of those items are going to go in the trash. Oh, one last thing that's going to go in the trash. This is the Milani Crystal Eyes Sparkling Eyeshadow in Beautifully Brilliant. This I got from a giveaway from Cherish or Pretty Pistol something, 87, 89, I don't remember what her number is. This I never really used. It comes out a really gloppy formula. It's mostly glitter. I swatched it on my hand and now I still have glitter remaining. I don't know how I would ever wear this on my eyes, but I probably had it for about 2 years. I never reached for it. I'm going to get rid of it just because I just don't wear it and it's 2 years old and it's gross at this point. Alright, next up are the products that I'm going to give away probably to my sister or see if my best friend wants them or something like that. The first 2 things that I have are lipsticks. These are both the Katy Kat matte lipsticks. I got a set of 4 of these from CVS because there was like some sale. I don't think I really paid anything for them with extra care bucks. But I have one color in Maroon Meow, which is like a really deep purpley type color, and then Crimson Cat, which is like a pinky red color. My sister is a lot more bold in the lip colors that she wears, so I thought she might enjoy those a little bit more, and I will never reach for them. They seem much more up her alley. I also have this Sephora Lip Gel Gloss Ultra Brilliant in Pinup Pink. This is just a really bright pink that I know I will never wear, so I might see if like my sister or my niece wants it. And then I have one blush. This is the e.l.f. blush in Mellow Mauve. I've kept this around for a really long time, but I just don't reach for this one. I have other high-end blushes that I prefer, so I might see if my niece wants it for like play makeup. Then I have a lot of eye products. So the first couple eye products that I have are loose powder shadows that I know I just don't reach for. I'm keeping a few of these. I almost let go of a few more, but I might try to see if there's a way to like press them maybe and see if I can get that to work. So if you know anything about pressing loose pigments into like pressed shadows, let me know that in the comments below if there's any videos you would recommend or anything like that, because I might do that with a few of these, but these two I just probably won't reach for no matter what. So this first one is Velvet Charcoal, which is like a muted plum dark gray color. And then I have a Maybelline Color Tattoo Pure Pigment in Improper Copper. I think I got rid of a ton of these, but I held on to this one. I'm not reaching for those types of shadows, so I'm going to get rid of that. I have a couple of little sample type eyeshadows. So this is the Coastal Scents Style Eye Sampler. This one has two pretty colors, but I have both of those in a bunch of different other palettes. I have those colors, so I'm going to get rid of that. And then I'm also going to get rid of this one. This is a Makeup Forever Artist Shadow I-544. This again is a pretty color, but I have it in a lot of different other palettes and that sort of thing, so I'm going to see if somebody else wants that. I have this Milani shadow. This is one of their gel powder eyeshadows in Bella Rouge, which is a pretty color, but again, I've got one similar to it in other palettes. I don't need to hang on to that one. I have this Laura Geller Baked Marble Eyeshadow Duo. These colors are both really pretty, but again, I have them in other palettes. I don't need to hang on to them. I have two of these Physicians Formula. These are gel eyeliners in brown. I don't ever use eyeliners like this. I prefer pencil ones, so I'm going to see if anybody else wants those. I have this Physicians Formula Fashionista eyeshadow palette I got from like eDiv when that was still a site, and it has pretty colors in it, but I don't reach for any of these, so I'm going to see if somebody else wants that. I have this Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette in Silent Treatment. It has pretty colors, but I have other palettes that have it that I tend to reach for more. I have this Pacifica eyeshadow palette in the Love Cubed Natural Mineral Coconut Eyeshadow Trio. This one I've had for a while and I've never used it. I think I got it in maybe like a Target beauty box or something. And it has pretty colors, but again, I have these in other things. I don't need to keep it. So I'm going to see if somebody else wants that. I have this Cargo eyeshadow in Columbia, which is just like a really deep, dark, matte brown, which again, I never use. So this pile of stuff, I'm going to see if I have a family member or a friend that wants any of this. Everything else that I mentioned is going to go in the trash. And that is it for this declutter. If you guys want to see a more in-depth one at some point, let me know that in the comments below. I do need to do that, but this was at least a starting point of getting rid of some stuff out of my collection that I haven't been reaching for, so that it doesn't go to waste. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you've done any declutters recently, let me know that in the comments below. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.